All rise. Court is now in session for the Honorable Judge Rod Thompson.
Y'all may be seated. Good morning, everyone. We're here today to hear a case on Mrs. Slater versus Mr. Glover. Mrs. Slater, you're suing your uncle for reimbursements for a car that was purchased for $5,500. This car was broken down weeks later. It was left on the highway, and from that point on, it was impounded and you was arrested. I'm not going to go too much in detail. I'll let you kind of explain that more. So I want to hear why we're here today and why I should grant you a reimbursement and also a divorce from your uncle.
I don't only want a divorce and reimbursement. I want more reimbursement. We are here today because my uncle Bubba, on his shenanigans as he's always is, sold me this car. Matter of fact, I'm gonna refer to it as a lemon. He sold me this lemon. I only had it for 3 weeks. I drove the car for 3 weeks. It broke on my way to work. It broke down.
She ain't do nothing to it?
No, what did you do to it before you gave it to me? I can't even believe you're speaking right now. The car broke down on me on the way to work, so I called an Uber because I had to release somebody for their shift. Well, I get approached, get phone calls, everything coming. I'm like, what's going on? So come to find out, my car has been impounded. It's been impounded.
What?
I try to go to get the car impound. Guess what happens? I go to jail. I go to jail because he is attached to some dead body that was. I could have went to jail for murder for you.
No.
All because of you and your neglect. I'm your niece.
I don't know nothing about no
Yes,
murder.
you do. I'm your niece. How can you do me like this? The story goes on and on and on. Not to mention, I go to jail. I had to stay in jail the entire investigation.
Mr. Glover, Miss Slater is speaking.
Okay.
Thank you. I had to stay in jail the whole entire investigation until everything was figured out that it wasn't my fault, so that I could get out. He didn't even try to bum me out, mind you. I mean, I'm supposed to be your niece. Not only that, Your Honor, I had to go through the most while I was in jail. This man knew. He knew that was everything I was going through. My mom died while I was incarcerated, Your Honor. I missed her funeral all because of you, and it was your fault.
Hey, I'm sorry about your mom, but the car thing, I don't know nothing about what you're telling me.
Okay,
now.
So
Yes, you do.
let me hear from Mr. Glover here. Mr. Glover, so
Yes,
I understand that you sold your niece a car. How'd you go about getting this car here?
well, Your Honor, on the weekends I go to the little gambling house. So I won the car through playing cards. And that's how I basically got the car. She wanted the car. She asked me to.
I wanted a reliable car. A car that was
driving
locked
fine.
up.
It was driving fine. She probably in 3 weeks. I ain't gonna tell them what she did to the car. When you go to the car lot and they got ass is on the sticker, then that's ass is.
But Mr. Glover, I understand, it's an as-is car, but we're talking about you getting this car from a card game. Was there a title exchange, bill of sale? Because from a report with the police station is that this car was stolen.
Right.
And under investigation
idea.
for some type of murder investigation. So
Yeah, I plead the fifth on that because I
Mr.
Yes, you
Glover.
do. He always doing stuff like this. All he do is sit up, play dominoes and cards, and drink beer all damn day.
What you do?
Take care of my business. Something that you don't know nothing about.
Well, you would have took care of the business and kept that code.
I want
It
to
ain't even about
interrupt
the
you
car.
guys for a
You just
second.
ignorant. It's not even about the
Let me ask you guys this. So, Miss Slater, you had to be bonded out of jail, correct?
Correct.
And so with this bond, there was this investigation that was relayed to you, and basically explained that there was an actual murder that took place. I'm kind of I'm confused about this because how do we go from a situation where there's a card game, Mr. Glover,
Yes, sir.
and you selling this car to your niece? It sounds like there's more to this story.
When I had the car. They didn't have nobody.
It didn't necessarily have a body in the car. It was attached to a murder.
It
It was attached to a murder. Maggie, you weren't in the car game. You didn't do no type of investigation of where you got it from to see what type of car it was, who you got it from. But you looking out for my best interest.
Mr. Glover, let me ask you a question. Do you have a gambling problem?
On the weekend I do it a little sometimes.
Habitual.
You know something about that car. 2 tears in the bucket.
Mr.
Two tears in the bucket.
Mr. Glover.
No, what you need to do is you need to pay me back for the car, and you need to pay my fees for me going to jail. I think I deserve that at the very no.
Nothing.
Now I understand here. So during this process, Miss Slater, your mother passed away, and you missed the funeral because of this shenanigans that your uncle.
Rest her soul.
Yes,
sorry
Judge.
about that. You know, but you know, I got sympathy for that.
You don't have sympathy.
I
I went over there after I got out. I went to his house. Oh, him and my other auntie, they over there drinking beer, playing dominoes like nothing never happened.
Man, I can drink, party, whatever.
That's why I don't deal with y'all.
But
I don't have no family.
About that car,
You ain't my family no more. That's why I'm here today.
How you know you just didn't like the car? Then you setting out the whole thing.
Now I don't like
for
you
me,
either.
so you can get some money out of me. I don't know that.
Let me get a little order here, Mr. Glover. I'm Judge Rod Thompson. I'm bringing excitement and real ratchetness to the courtroom, and I'm telling you, in all my years on this bench, I ain't never heard so much absurd accusations and bullshit. There has never been a dull moment with my cases. My litigants, they get extra and active all the time. And they say what they want to say and do what the hell they want to do in that room. And until I go ahead and grab that gavel and tell them to tighten up. I had up to here with that bullshit. All my cases are real and my judgments is real. So I'm going to go ahead and award this divorce here. I'm going to require you that you reimburse her every single dollar, including bond. I put a new innovative spin on the way you view court TV. If asshole had a picture in the dictionary, your face would be on it. Join us October 16th, 8 p.m. for the season premiere of Friends Court TV. I want to talk to you for a second.
Okay.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you. And the first question I want to ask, are you intoxicated right now?
I'm sure.
No.
And probably the first time he been in front of you, Judge Thompson.
Listen, because from where I sit, you seem very belligerent. Have you been observing this, Baylor?
You think so?
Man,
I'm sorry, Judge. You think that?
he is kind of shaky.
I'm really kind of concerned right now because it seems like more than anything that
Hey, I'm just hot, man.
I'm
just hot in here.
You put a lot of people's lives in danger. Not only that, you put your own niece life in danger.
I didn't do that,
Judge.
I don't
Yes,
know
you did.
nothing about
You're not
that.
looking at the circumstances, sir.
Hey, she lies too.
I'm not talking
tell
about her
her.
right now. I'm talking about you right now.
I know
We're
that.
talking about you because from
I told you
the
truth.
things
What
that I'm
happened?
hearing and the facts that I'm hearing from this case,
Yes, sir.
we're talking about you going to a gambling house. You
People
win a
win.
car. You allegedly. I'm not gonna try to get into all that here, but we're talking about you winning a car and then you selling to your niece for a profit. If you won the car, why not just give her the car in the
She
first
begged
place?
me for the car.
Okay, so sir, why not give her
sold
the
it
car?
to her.
Why would you sell her a car that you just won in a car game? And this is because
Don't
I'm
you
not
need
going to
money?
say that this.
I need money.
Sir, I'm talking.
Sorry.
This is a car here that you won from a card game. And in this card game, not only in the end do you have a niece that is going to get arrested, the car breaks down, number one. So you sold her a lemon. Okay?
It was working fine. When I gave it to
But
her.
sir, it broke down.
I mean, in 3 weeks' time, all hell could have broke loose. on
Did you
car.
get the car inspected?
You see what I'm saying?
Did you
I'm
get it
sorry,
inspected?
but I did. She should have got it inspected.
Oh, I tried to. It went past the
You
admissions judge.
sound like a
Hey.
bunch of bullshit right now. Because
I'm sorry. you
here it
think
is. This is your niece. Not only did she miss her funeral to her mother,
I got sympathy for that.
sympathy.
I mean, I understand. I understand, but life goes on. You know what I'm
Let me
What?
ask you a
Life
question.
goes on.
Life goes
Oh, will you
on.
die?
Hey, life goes on.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Glow. I need you to be honest with me. And I'm from the street too, so you know it's not like I never had my young days of run-ins with the law. This car thing being stolen, that's a whole nother story. But I'm gonna ask you personally: are you a pimp on the side?
A pimp.
Are you a pimp? Because it sounds what it is. It looks like you pimped your own niece.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It does not seem like you have any integrity towards your own family members. And the only people I know that act like that are pimps.
I don't know nothing about no pimp. You don't know. You know, it is what it is. Hey, the car messed up. She said,
Bailey, do you hear this?
It's some shit.
He's full of shit.
I heard a lot of bullshit.
He's full of shit. Listen
You know
here.
what I'm
Listen, I heard enough. I've heard enough. Listen,
Hey,
listen.
listen.
I've heard enough. I don't need to hear nothing else from you. Miss Slater, let me ask you a question. And I'm pretty sure you had to hire an attorney as
Yes,
well.
I did.
You had to pay bond as well. Did he even help you with bond?
Nope.
He didn't.
Hey,
I'm so agitated with you right now. This is your niece here.
listen, she got parents.
I got parents. My mom died. You gonna sit here and say I got parents? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Hey, I don't hit women.
Listen,
But
I understand her feelings right now because if it was me, I would have been came across on you right now. I don't even know how you standing
I'm
on
trying
both
not to
your
go back
legs
to
right
jail.
now.
I'm trying not to go back because
Miss Slater,
baby.
I've heard enough of this case right here.
Aggressive.
I've heard enough.
See how aggressive she is?
Mr. Glover, if I have to speak to you one more time, not only am I going to cause more punishment than I'm about to give now, but I'm going to have you removed from this by my bailiff. So I need you to be silent right now.
Oh.
Ms. Slater, I understand the pain that you're going through because me, myself, if I had gone through a situation where I was investigated for a murder, you losing your mother, and not only did you go to these things, but you went through them through a family member. And this is sort of a lesson where we learn about who we let into our lives, whether they're blood, whether they're friends or whatnot. Because situations like this is what tears me apart about the situations where you have people that you trust and they betray that trust. And I believe that Mr. Glover here owes you more than just $5,500. So I'm going to go ahead and award this divorce here. I'm going to require you that you reimburse her every single dollar, including bond. Not only are you going to give her bond money, Mr. Glover, you're not only just going to give her bond money and attorney fees, but you're actually going to give her nominal fees.
It agrees with me.
Because I believe that she suffered enough to the point to where she needs to be overly compensated. And Ms. Slater, I hope that from now on, when it comes to your dealings with your uncle here, that you will choose not to get involved in any interaction from here on out. Babe, let's go ahead and be done with this case.